Time 7:55. St. Albans Bay. Water temp 72 degrees. Musky fishing. Raised two. Hooked one. Got off. About a 30-incher. And then had to carry us another 30-incher. So 4 fish so far. All within an hour, wouldn't you say?
Yep.
So I clocked that 7 o'clock hour is looking real nice. Fishing in about 19 feet of water. Right now we're in 6. Damn, this smoked. Nevertheless, having a great time. We're gonna catch one and get a video for you. Well, guys, we have a little issue here. One, this starting battery died. 2, I tried to hook it up to the trolling motive battery, and that caused it to arc and keep the ignition on. So, thank gosh for a south wind. Was up in St. Albans Bay, got to get to Carson's Bay, so the wind's at least going the right direction. Got a super strong trolling motor. So, slowly I drift across the lake with the trolling motor on, forward. But I'm just gonna sit there and pout. No, I got the trolling rods out, and maybe we'll catch a suspended deep Tonka monster out here. But what a pain in the butt. If you've ever dealt with that, it's like the key is always on, so it just keeps cranking. It's causing the battery cables to smoke a little bit, so I pulled it off within seconds. That's my problem that I'm having, and so I'm just catching some sun and trying to keep my hat on. Again, got a Booker depth rater on there. Let's see if we can link into a monster. I'm coming right up on Ferguson Point. I'm gonna keep it out deep. Wish me luck. Aye. What a freaking day. Fishing log, Minnetonka, wavy, to sum it up. Super wavy. But get off the beaten trail when it's wavy on those big lakes, you know? You can't fish the big fish zone unless it's at night, period. So went up into St. Albans Bay, chased after a bunch of 30, 40s. Again, linked into one. The lure of the day right here was the Wade's Wobbler Dive and Rise. Hooks were freshly sharpened. I'm doing it right now. But stuck that boat in 19 feet. It's funny, no milfoil up in St. Albans Bay. Weed line ends at that 12-14 foot range. So parked the boat at 19, inside corners. Every single fish was on the inside corner. No joke. That was the early bite though. Later on in the afternoon, don't get me started on the boat troubles. Had boat troubles. And that's going back to the boat troubles. Anyway, here's a funny story. I'm in St. Albans Bay. I know a family there. My buddy has to go to work. They let me borrow the car, drive him back to his car that was parked over at the Tonka bottle shop, and drive it back. So that was cool. It's all about who you know, kids. Be nice to people. Introduce yourself. Meet some new people. That's always a plus. Know somebody on every bay on Lake Minnetonka if you're fishing Lake Minnetonka. I had another buddy call me, check in, how's the fishing? Said, hey, if you don't get that boat going, my dad will come out there and get you from Carson's Bay. So it's all about who you know out there. Other than that, Best case scenario. Literally best case scenario. Drifted all the way across the lake. Trolling motor on 3 or 4, just to keep it straight. Big boat. Had the depth radar out there, trolling the entire time. Went over Ferguson's Point at prime depth. I really thought I was gonna link into a freaking monster. Didn't. Get back to the Carson's Bay launch. Boat works fine. Trolled that entire way. Sat with my thoughts. I don't know what that means, but I think it means something good. It's gonna be a great season. We'll see ya. That's day 2, log 2. We might even go out for night bite on Crystal Lake up here in North Minneapolis. Get some tiger muskies. Stay tuned. Okay, this might happen more. As you're taking the dog for a walk, you might realize and view things as side imaging. Anyone else? That's what I thought. Didi, let's go. Lastly, what I'd like to include is a pattern that I've been noticing. And this is a very important pattern every time you go fishing, is that you want to look for those bait balls in your traditional sonar or your side scan. You want to find those bait balls, you want to mark them, you want to pause the side scan, literally mark them where they're at. Do that work. And literally, I took my buddy Ryan around St. Albans Bay. Never really fished there before. Never fished there with side scan, that's for sure. And I took the drive around. I graphed out the main structure that I thought was marked by the buoys and the sandbar out there. And literally, we drove around there. We marked fish. And then we went back and we saw those fish. So take a little time not fishing to do the stuff that helps you catch fish. Real talk. Right there. Didi? Let's go.